I think I've got Vaseline on this camera or something. Whoa. Hi. Okay. Might just leave all this in so you can see the ADHD. I've actually got like set up. I've got a mic somewhere that I can't find, which is kind of infuriating because it was expensive. And I've got like some lights. I just don't want to do that right now at all. I was literally just about to leave and go to a coffee shop, but I was like, nah, I want to talk about this quick. So this popped into my field of consciousness because somebody was talking about manifesting a specific person. That specific person was actually me. Anyway, I wanted to say about this, is it possible to manifest a specific person? Say you're writing, you're adding them to your vision boards, you are doing the holy grail of manifestation and law of attraction, right? Is it possible? And for this example, I actually want to say, is it possible to manifest a celebrity? Somebody totally out there, somebody plucked from the air, okay? So the first person I thought of when I was doing this was Jessica Biel. And I don't know why, but it's probably because I'm a millennial. These are my point of references. Let's use Jessica Biel. Sorry, Jessica. So, let's say I'm completely besotted. Oh, I'm doing it in first person now. Okay, I'm completely besotted with Jessica Biel. I love everything about her. And I am going to write down all the time. I'm going to imagine how she eats breakfast with me in the room. I'm going to pull this timeline in, okay? We're going to go full on in the manifestation. And I fully believe it, right? There isn't a part of me that's doubting it. My nervous system feels safe, which is the biggest part of manifesting. Your nervous system has to believe it. So I'm fully believing me and Bailey baby, we're going to be together and in love, okay? So what happens from that? Okay, so I've got scenario one. Bearing in mind in both of these scenarios, you're doing all of this manifestation work. Scenario one, I fully believe this is going to happen. And as well as that, I fully believe in my own growth. I see this incredible partner and all of their traits and their beauty and, you know, all the things that make me feel alive. I see all of that in them and I am going to match it. Not to be the same as them, but I'm going to grow into the person that can hold that love, that can hold Jessica Biel, okay? I'm so sorry, Jessica. Anyway, I'm going to grow into that person that can do that. So scenario one means you are completely aligned to it as well. So you not only are you putting out this resonance of this specific person, but you are also completely aligned to yourself as well. And you see this timeline where it's a give and take. So it's give on both sides, okay? So you're receiving and you're also allowing them to receive. So it's reciprocal. Is that the word? Reciprocal? Sounds wrong, but it should be right. Okay, my ADHD is really high right now and I don't know why. Okay, carry on. So this is scenario one. What happens in scenario one is you don't attract in Jessica Biel. I'm so sorry. But what will happen is you'll pull in somebody with all of those amazing qualities that you saw in her. Oh, I've gone on to third person now. It's me. Okay, so I've aligned with it. So now I'm going to receive a partner because I'm working on myself as well. I'm working on my growth. I see myself in this future timeline with this person and it's a beautiful partnership and relationship. You will absolutely pull that in. And you'll see similarities. I'll see similarities to Jessica Biel in my partner. I'm like, hello. Even if they don't look like them, okay? There'll be something about them that embodies that quality. Maybe it's a spark in their eye or something like that, and it embodies it undeniably so. So by that point, it won't even matter about Jessica Biel. You'll be like, who dat? Because this person will be so aligned with you and will also hold all of that beautiful goodness of that person that you really wanted to be with. Okay, and that's scenario one. And there is another road that can happen in scenario one. It could be that you are completely aligned with this future version of you and these traits that Jessica Biel has. And you see yourselves together in a beautiful partnership. But what could happen in that timeline is that maybe, even with all of those amazing qualities, it isn't the exact right soul partnership for you. But what that'll do, it will bring you this really whole love. It'll bring you what you thought, the things that you saw in Jessica Biel. It'll bring you this whole kind of partnership, but it'll also serve you for that time. So it might not be forever and ever and ever, but that's all right as well. So that's scenario one. The other, I don't even really want to say this because this is not the message that I want to say, but this is something I have received from my guides, which is kind of hilarious actually. Say I think of Jessica Biel, there is actually like a 0.00001% chance that I attract a life with the real Jessica Biel. I kind of don't want to tell you this because it's against the point I want to make, but yeah, it's true. If there is the extremely unlikely chance that you already have a soul thread, so maybe you've had past lives with this soul that is now Jessica Biel. If you've had that, then there is the tiniest minute chance that when you call this thread back in, when you reactivate the thread, what will either happen is they'll be pulled towards you. Jessica's pulled towards me now. Or if we're gonna relive in that spark or whatever. Or the other thing is, it'll reawaken the thread so it can gently disappear and unravel if it no longer needs to be in your field. And it's kind of hilarious. There's a little nuance that I needed to add because I was given this information, okay? But this is the smallest chance, okay? So kind of just forget I said that. And of course, this information goes hand in hand with trying to bring in a specific person that you think of. So the really important message in this scenario is you cannot, at any point, bend somebody else's free will. It doesn't work. You cannot force somebody through manifesting them and saying, you know what, like a magic spell, you're mine now, and this is how it's going to be in the future. It doesn't work like that. There's no secret love potion to enforce somebody to be with you in the future, I'm sorry. But it will bring you what's aligned with your soul. A person that reflects whatever it was that you loved in Jessica Biel. Oh, scenario two, a little bit different. So again, you have all of this manifestation, you have all of your affirmation, you are speaking it out, you are envisioning your timeline. Difference is, you're coming from this one with ego. You feel like Jessica Biel is there to serve you, and you feel like she's the one that's going to provide you all this love. She's going to be so beautiful and you're just going to chill and not grow, and she's going to be a trophy. She's going to be someone that you can parade around, maybe a little shiny thing that then you like to put on the shelf and don't let other people see. Yeah, I don't like that energy. I've had that. Anyway, we work through it. We go through it even if we're on the other side of it. So this is scenario two. In scenario two, we are deciding to do it out of ego and control. So what's going to happen? The universe is still going to give you your version of Jessica Biel. It's going to have a twist, of course. And you've got to remember, this is for your soul's best growth anyway. So at the end of the day, it's fine. You're not evil. But this is what will happen. You'll attract somebody in like that. Maybe it's her beauty you're looking on. You're like, wow. You attract somebody breathtakingly beautiful and you feel hollow from it. You feel the lack of emotional connection with them. See what you're gonna get. This is when you don't do the work. It's when you're not willing to meet somebody in this way. This is where you're gonna be reflected on what you actually wanted and what you actually wanted to do. Somebody's staring at me right now. Hello. I do look kind of unhinged sat on the floor, like I am actually. It doesn't look this weird on the video, but it kind of does if you're outside my window. Anyway, so you could meet somebody completely vapid to you, or you could meet somebody who is that, but you're not ready. So you can't hold them, you can't support them, you can't rise to them. Oh man, and this is gonna crack you open even more than the vapid supermodel beauty. This is gonna crack you open. It might feel even like a twin flame kind of bond or a karmic bond. It might feel like this person gives you so much and you just can't register it. Maybe you take things as a tax. You just can't receive their love. You can't receive their wholeness. And this is the sticky part, because often this is what we think we want. And then when it comes to it, we're not ready to do the work, because doing the work requires having somebody be a mirror to us and actually looking in it at ourselves. It's so much easier to just go, nah, that person was blah, blah, blah. That person wanted too much, that person wanted whatever. Sometimes that's true, but it's so much easier to do that and negate our shadow. It's so much easier to negate our small wounded child. And I get it, because we all have that to an extent. Our brain chemistry is literally made up of things like little goblins in there going, don't change, I don't want to change because that makes me feel unsafe. I'm trying to operate from safety. And kind of take that back actually a little bit, just a smidge. Because our wounded child, they're not evil in any sense of the word. Even when they're acting and lashing out at other people, what they're doing is operating from where they feel safe. They're trying to make you safe in the ways that they know how, which is guarding a lot of the time and self-sabotaging a lot of the time. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. So let's get back to JB. I'm now crouched like a goblin as well, by the way, just crouching here. So yes, this is scenario 2. So again, I'm so sorry, but Jessica Biel is not coming into this timeline, but somebody very similar to her is. But if you are in scenario 2 and you decided to get somebody in for control, the universe is going to reflect back to you exactly what you need. And it's going to be a hella lesson. A hella lesson. This has been a bit of an ADHD adventure, I'm not going to lie. Hopefully this has been somewhat informative of this topic. I plan on doing a lot more videos very soon, but I had a little bit of, not what I'd call burnout, but like a deeper integration. And in this integration, I'm going to be honest, I just wanted to like eat a whole bunch of cupcakes and stuff. My body was craving sweet and known and safeness. Cupcakes are fine, but I am gonna start transitioning to some like warm fruit and cinnamon, which sounds delicious, and some cacao to satisfy my sweet cravings and come back in a way that I feel nourished, because I have so much I want to share with you, and I'm so glad that you're here with me in the very early beginning stages. I'm so committed to this, and honestly, I just have so much that I want to give, It's like if I had millions and millions of pounds, I would want to be sharing the messages and I'd want to be doing what I know future timeline me, which is my timeline now because I'm locking it in. I would still want to be doing it. And that's how I know it's for a reason, a real good reason. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for being here with me. Please remember to subscribe because that's something I forget to say, but it will help me immensely. Okay, much more is coming and much love.